This is PreAP Test Review 1-1. Which equation represents the absolute value of -7? Again, absolute value is the distance of a number from 0. Distance is always positive. Scratch, scratch. So absolute value, how far is -7 from 0? 7 units. C is the answer. Remember, the negative on the outside of absolute value, say it's the opposite of. The opposite of 7 is -7, so it cannot be D. C is the only one that makes sense. Number 2, state the numbers on the number line. -1, -2.5. Which number is the integer? The definition of an integer is a positive whole number, negative whole number, or 0. So this must be the integer. Which number is greater? -1 is greater than -2.5. Why so? Remember, on the number line, the greater numbers are to the right. The least number are to the left. If it is a vertical number line that goes up and down, the greater numbers are here, the least numbers are here. So in a number line, it goes from least to greatest. What is the opposite of -1? The opposite of -1 is +1. But why? -1 is 1 unit from 0. On the other side, the flip side, what is 1 unit from 0? +1. Question 3. Which points are located in quadrant 3? Again, this is about coordinate. Here's a hint. Draw the C. Quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. So quadrant 3 is here, so it must be C and D. What is the ordered pair that is located 2 whole units to the right and 3 whole units down from point E? Point E is right here. 2 units to the right, 1, 2, 3 to the down, 1, 2, 3. It is the origin or 0, 0. That is the home base. Origin, 0, 0. Either one is correct. Number 5, write an equation that can be represented by the model below. This is a number line. We've done this before. It starts at 0. It is going back to -4. We're putting another arrow here, and it's going forward 1 unit, 2 unit, 3 unit, and it stops at -1. So it's -4 plus 3 equals -1. Number 6, Jonah received a notice from his bank that his account was overdrawn by $14. He made a deposit that brought his balance to $50. How much money did he deposit? So he has an overdraft. Overdrawn. That means he does not have any money. That's a negative thing. So he's -$14. He made a deposit and now he has a balance of $50. How much did he put in the bank? So now he has $50. So we can do a guess and check. We're not. So something plus -14 will equal 50. Let's try 60. If he puts in $60, then he has to take out $14. That's 46. Ooh, so close. If I add 4 more to this, what about 64? If he had $64, and he took out $14, and that's $50. So he deposited $64, had an overdraft of $14. Now he only has $50. Number 7, by noon, the high temperature, I'm going to draw a vertical number line. The high temperature was 21 degrees Fahrenheit. The low temperature was -13 degrees Fahrenheit. What is the difference, that's subtraction, in temperature from the high and the low? The high is 21. So they want you to know the What is the difference from here all the way to negative 13? So 21, difference between subtraction of negative 13. Now, before I look at this, let's look at this. Well, from the 21, the difference between 21 and 0 is 21. The difference from negative 13 to 0, from 0 to negative 13 is 13. So I predict the answer is going to be 34. The difference is 34 degrees. Is it? How do you subtract again? Add the opposite. Turn this to an add. Opposite of negative 13 is positive 13. So 21 plus 13 is 33. 34 degrees Fahrenheit. The difference between the high and the low is 34 degrees Fahrenheit. Question 8. While working on her daily warm-up, Mallory thought to herself that two of the questions were really the same problem. Is Mallory correct? If yes, which two questions is she thinking about, and why are they the same? If no, explain why Mallory is not correct. Are two of these problems the same? Well, let's answer each question. Subtraction. How do you subtract it again? Add the opposite. Add what's opposite of 10? Negative 10. Add what's opposite of 10? Negative 10. So if I have 6 positive and I put it with 10 negative, I have more negatives by 4. I have 6 negatives and 10 negatives. Do I have any zero pairs? I don't think so. It's all negatives. Negative 16. Well, these aren't the same. Wait. Don't these two look the same to you? 6, 6, plus, negative 10, negative 10. So A and C are the same. She is correct. So is Mallory correct? Yes, she is. A and C are equivalent expression. They both have the exact same value. Number 9, simplify the expressions below. If I have 8 negatives and I put it with 13 negatives, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Do you see any zero pairs here? Nope. I see 21 negatives. How do you subtract again? Do you still remember how to subtract? We can do it with modeling. I have 7 negatives. I need to take away 8 of these negatives. But I don't have enough negatives to take away. So I draw a zero pair. Now I take away the 7 negatives. 1 and this. What do you have left? Positive 1. If you don't like that one, we can add the opposite. Add opposite of negative 8 is positive 8. I have 7 negatives and 8 positives. I have more positives by 1. Number 10. Michael opened a new bank account in January. He kept a record of the activity in his bank account. Here's Michael. Deposit and withdrawal. We've learned this on the second day of school. Deposit is how would you describe that integer? Positive. Withdraw is negative. So, positive, negative, negative. Which model best represents Michael's balance? So he starts at 0. He deposits $100, positive. Then he deposits 25, not F. He starts 0. He deposits $100. He deposits $50. Isn't he supposed to take something out? Not G. He deposits $100. He deposits $50. Then he withdraws, or he takes out $40 and he takes out $25. I like H. Let's go to J. He deposits $100. He take away $25. He deposit $50, $40. Ooh, I like H and J. Let's go back and now look at it a little closer. So it's going to be either H or J. He starts with $100. Then he adds some more money. Wait, this is $150 right here. Here he only added $25. Here he added $50. So it cannot be H. J is the only one. He deposit $100. He go back $25. He go forward $50. He go back $40. And I think it's like 90 something dollars. So that's why J is the answer. And that's the last question. Good luck on test PreAP 1-1.